Alright, well now grannies are gonna see how much y'all recall. Alright, from the last 4 weeks. This is a granny's 5th time of visiting with y'all. Now, on the what mountain did Moses see the burning bush?
Mount Sinai.
Hold that one, that's the next answer. I'm gonna call on you in a minute. You hold that one, I'm gonna call on you in just a second. Grannies are gonna help y'all out. It was a Mount Horeb. Alright? Now on what mountain, David, did Moses get the 10 Commandments? Mount Sinai. You were doing it good. Now, Aiden, right? Alright, Aiden, on what mountain did a God show Moses the promised land? Mount. Say it again. Mount Nebo. There you go. Now then, and the last but not least, on the what mountain did a Noah's Ark settle? Y'all remember the name of that there mountain? It was a Mount Ararat. And remember, at that time, there was only 2 rats up there, and these was the 2 rats that was on the ark with Noah. Alright? Now, today, we're going to talk about a feller named David. Not this here David, but David from the Bible. Do y'all remember a story about him you might have already heard? David and Goliath. Well, let me tell you, them children of Israel, they had 12 different families called tribes. And a few years after old David got rid of Goliath, what happened was David got to be the king of the tribe of Judah. Well, once the tribe of Judah made him the king, the other 11 tribes decided he should be their king too, so they made him a king of all of Israel. And once he became the king, they realized that there was these people called Jebusites that weren't no kin to them, living right there in their land up on a ridge. And that there ridge was called Mount Zion. And so David and his army, they said, well, we got to kick them Jebusites out of our land. And so what they did was they marched up to that there ridge. Now, any of y'all ever tried to play a game called King of the Hill? Yep. Ain't it easiest when you're up on top? Yep, than trying to climb up it. Well, them Jebusites, they looked down at old David and his army and they said, oh, you can't beat us and you can't beat us. And David looked up at their ridge and he went, this isn't going to be hard. But old David was a smart feller. And he decided that the way to beat them was to get inside their city through them water tunnels. So he and his army, they marched right in through them there water tunnels, and they defeated them Jebusites, and they kicked them right out. And then David had a control of that there city that was on the Mount Zion. Now I'm going to tell you the name of that there city because it was there then and it's there today too. That city's name was Jerusalem. Y'all ever heard of Jerusalem? Yep, Jerusalem. That is the holy city. David realized that there was God that gave him the smarts to know to go in through the water tunnel and give him and his army the ability to kick them Jebusites out. And so he had named the Jerusalem the holy city of God. And today it is still considered the holy city. And the peoples go there all the time because it's a holy city to worship in. Mr. Brett, have you been there?
No, I sure haven't.
I hadn't either, and Granny's getting kind of too old to get there, I'm afraid. But that is Jerusalem. It's in the Holy Land. any questions for Granny? Y'all are gonna remember Mount Zion? All right, y'all will remember that it was a David that defeated them and got that city for God, right? All right, now what Granny wants y'all to recall is that if you trust God, He's gonna guide you, and then you will need to give God the credit. Don't you take it yourself. All right? Right, well now Granny ain't gonna be back for a good while on account of the crops are coming in, and Granny's got to do some canning, and we got to get some wood split for the farm for the winter. So I got to go back to the mountains and get my cabin ready. But I'll come back and visit y'all some, all right? All right, now how many of y'all are starting school this week? Any of y'all gonna be in the kindergarten?
Well, I only have
2 weeks, then you go into a new school. That ain't a bad deal there, bud.
This is my last day.
That's your last day?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? All right, David, you are going to the kindergarten? Which kindergarten you going to? Sixes? Do you know who your teacher is yet? Who is it?
I don't know where Rainbow is.
All right, well that's a good thing though.
Oh, I think we have a new folks, Avery.
Avery, what's your question, baby?
I'm going to kindergarten with the girls.
At Hickory Flat,
All right.
there's the Thunderbirds. And the Sixes is the Stars. Granny ain't too dumb.
I'm going to Liberty. Oh, yeah.
In what school? Sixes? You gonna be a Sixes star too? What about you, Aiden? Preschool? Oh, that's fun. You get to color and draw and play on the playground. Preschool is fun. Granny ain't like no much schooling since preschool. 3rd grade? What school you going to, baby? Sixes? Alright, we got a lot of shining stars here. Liberty? Ain't they the Liberty Lions? Yep, that's the one I thought. The mascot of the tribe of Judah was a lion. So y'all can remember that.
I don't know any of those.
Where do you go, baby?
Avery.
Avery.
My mom works at Avery and
Avery. Alright. Yes, baby.
my teacher. She takes care of my.
Where do you go? All right. Is that where Bryce goes to? All right.